You're not hurt.
No, I just saw this icy energy coming from you, and fire from you, and lightning from you, and some sort of green gooey
Yeah.
whatever from you, says the Theoban.
Snot, as Kenna likes to call it.
And
Acid
something
snot.
That's
radiant from Kenna. Oh, he says as he turns. And Kenna, there's something in addition that happens to you. Because you basically, because of what you just did, you basically lifted something off of your shoulders, a heavy burden off of your shoulders. And there's radiant energy that still lingers around you like an aura. The staff that I think you have the staff, you probably had the staff in your hand, and the staff itself is glowing. And the other characters can see that there are light, there's like these angelic wings made of light that grew out of your back. So you almost look very angelic. You're like have this halo of light around you. And it only lasts for a couple seconds before it disappears, but your staff still glows. And Kenna, you just earned a new ability with your staff.
Nice.
So in addition with Speak with Animals, you now have a ability. You can use one of your uses of Speak with Animals to instead speak with plants. So you can talk to the plants themselves about things that might have happened around them.
Oh, that's so cool.
It does.
Delightful.
She is staring at her staff, sort of reminiscing about her mom, but she's not saying anything.
I believe that the Sky Maiden is sometimes portrayed to be winged because she's a Sky Maiden. So that might be a sign of something.
But
I don't know. Maybe
I didn't see the wings, right? Because they're behind
you
me.
didn't. You didn't. They did. They
I'm
saw
just
the.
looking at
They saw
my
the
beautiful glowing staff.
glowing staff. Yes.
I'm holding it close.
But yeah, the wings
Wait.
disappear after a few seconds.
Wait, did Kenna sprout wings? What's the mystery?
Yes, apparently she did.
What?
Kenna, you sprouted wings.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
No,
you
I
did.
didn't. And I look behind me. Liar.
You looked angelic for a moment. He
Yes, you
says.
did. It was beautiful, Kenna.
I wish I could paint it.
Could you? I'd like to see it. I mean, if you're willing. What did it... you could show me what it looked like.
He says, I'm afraid it didn't last very long. I don't know if I would be able to reproduce it, at least not now. Hugh says,
Maybe another time. Maybe it was a sign. Good things are coming. So, shall we rescue the dwarves? Because I doubt they'll do it by themselves.
Hey, offense, but I see your point. Go.
First we have to grab Violetta, or at least Hadeserre does, yes?
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You alright, Cedric?
Uh-huh.
Alright. No, really. Are you alright, Cedric?
I'm fine.
let's go ahead and do Hadeserre going to Violetta. Is she going by herself?
Nope.
Unless
Cedric's
somebody...
Oh, Cedric's going too. Okay.
Kill
We're
the
gonna pick
mage.
Violetta up.
Yeah,
can
we're
Kenna
gonna go
come?
get her. Of course.
Okay.
So, is Kenna coming too?
Yeah, can I bring Esbjorn? Because he hasn't been outside
Yeah.
in a while.
Yeah,
Party.
you can.
We're here to invite you.
Be Kenna.
Connor says, I would really like to stretch my legs too. I feel a little fatigued in here. So one thing that I do have to say is that when you're in the crossroads for an extended period of time, you do start to get fatigued. That probably matters more towards your NPCs. I made it so that the effects of the fatigue doesn't become game affecting unless they're left there for at least a couple days. So that sort of encourages you to rotate your characters a little bit, your NPCs a little bit.
Sure.
if you leave them in there for more than a couple days, then they start being actually fatigued, which means that they end up getting penalties to their rolls, their dice rolls, until they spend a significant amount of time outside of the crossroads, if that makes sense. Okay, so
Sounds good.
Cedric, Hadeserre, and Kenna, plus Connor and Esbjørn, will emerge from the mirror. And you will find that the gypsies are currently listening. They're sort of huddled around in a circle, and they are listening to some sort of Dalish tale or elven tale that old man Tangerine is telling to them, and everybody seems to be rather engrossed. He's a very good storyteller. In fact, for all you know, maybe if he is Dalish or was Dalish, maybe he was the storyteller of the Dalish at the time. And Princess Violetta, she's leaning against a wagon, the side of a wagon, also seems to be very engrossed by the story that this man is saying, and she has a little bit of a smile on her face as she's watching.
Well, she will quietly slip up next to Violetta.
Kylie, dear, you've returned. I didn't realize that your friend was such an entertaining storyteller.
He is. He is that, and he is one of the best people I know.
My favorite so far, I think, is the tragic love story. The tragic story of forbidden love.
Oh. It's always tragic.
Yes.
I've always been a sucker for those kind of stories, for those kind of things.
Yes, I understand. And she will... Yeah, okay. She will set a comforting hand on Violetta's shoulder, because she understands. We are here to invite you along with us, but if you need a moment to finish the story, I understand.
Really? She says, I must admit I am a little surprised by your response. Esbjørn is there, and Connor is just, like, taking in the fresh air. Dear Maker, I miss you.
Stars!
The light, the sun. He's been in a mage tower like his entire life. He's fine.
Right.
It's his adult life. He's fine.
Hadeserre has vouched for you. I believe in giving everyone a chance. Don't fuck it up.
Eloquent as usual, she says, turning towards the Hadeserre.
I was going to say something poetic about, how a single thread in the tapestry, though its color will brightly shine, could, never see its purpose in the grand design, but welcome aboard, don't fuck it up works too. I'm sorry.
Fair enough, she says.
I put my arm around Cedric and I say, trust has to start somewhere. And I give him a wink and I said, we'd be happy to help you or take you in, to bring you with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Very much so, really I do. Well, in that case, let me inform my people and I will go gather my things.
Do you need help?
She says, if you're offering, sure.
And so she will.
Actually, my lady, could I ask something from you?
Of course, my Varian princess. What would you request from me?
I was wondering, do you remember our friend that came with us, the one dressed in the outfit, the Harley Quinn outfit?
Oh, yes. What about her?
Would you have anything her size, do you think, with like a veil? That we could, because she's got that outfit and then she's got another one, but she doesn't have something, a little less inconspicuous and less formal and relaxed and pretty. She likes soft things.
Less formal, relaxed. I might be able to find something, come up with something.
I greatly appreciate it. I'm sure she would too.
She's
She
a
doesn't get out much.
darkspawn. She's a darkspawn, not a Barbie.
Everyone deserves clothes, Hannah.
She says, "For you, my dear, I think I can probably find something that's her size."
Thank you, my lady. And then
But of course.
I go play with Esbjorn in the grass. We run around
Okay.
and give him some exercise.
Okay.
From a purely out of character standpoint, I was just waiting for. I have to ask you one more thing before you go. Could you tell your tribe about Payne's practical product?
Oh, did you guys not do it? Did you guys not do it last session?
No, we didn't. We forgot.
No.
We didn't have an
Oh,
opportunity. It was
Okay,
it was
well.
heavy stuff last time.
Yeah, too much stuff was going down.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I would also. Well, she's coming with us, so
Yeah.
she can't.
But
Oh,
she's
you know
about
what?
to go
Okay.
talk to her tribe.
Yes. And another thing, my lady, have you ever heard of Payne's practical products?
I don't think so.
Oh, you're missing out. He's a wandering
Really?
merchant. Yes. Your tribe would definitely benefit from shopping from him for sure.
Huh. Well, where is Payne's Practical Products' shop?
Out of character, he roams, doesn't he? He just goes.
He roams. He
Yeah.
said the last time you spoke with him, he said he was on his way to Navarra.
He travels around, so you might bump into him. He's headed to Navarra at the moment. It's a little far from here, but you know, if you ever run into someone with a store called Payne's Practical Products, tell him I sent you.
She kind of smiles at that and says, "I will definitely keep that in mind. Thank you, my dear."
No problem. And then I go play with my bear.
Okay.
My
So
favorite shop in Thetis.
We don't like to call it wandering. We like to call it franchising opportunities.
yes.
Video approved.
Violetta will inform the group, and I'm sure she will, because she will tell them that she will be traveling with you for the time being, but to continue on with the original trip that they were going to, because they were heading south, I believe, by the Kakara Wilds. And she said that whenever she has the opportunity, she'll check in on all of you. Hadeserre can help her gather some of things. She's not packing a whole lot, but
Sure.
when you've helped her gather everything up, you guys will make your way over to the mirror, and you all are in the crossroads. Princess Violetta will immediately look around her surroundings and says, "So this is the crossroads that I've not heard quite enough about. It's eerie."
Granted. We don't know much about it.
We don't.
Well, she says, "I definitely am willing to try to learn as much as I can while I'm here."
Thank you. And if
Thank
you need
you.
anything from us, please let us know.
Of course, she smiles. "So, what is next on the agenda? Do not let me stop you from your further planning."
No time like the present, then. Do we have a plan for the Children of the Stone, the dwarves?
Maybe we should ask Theo.
I was.
Well, first of all, if nobody else is in there, he's gonna kind of like, okay, seems to have left us alone. All right, all right. Kenna's right. We need to work as a team, and so I'm not gonna make a song and dance about this. We're not gonna dwell on it. But I have wronged you. I have. I know I have. I can't take it back. Trust me, if I could, I would, but I can't. All I can say is that it would never happen again. And even if you do not believe that, my arm is yours. If anything you need from me, if there's anything you want, I'll do it. I'm your slave now.
Um,
Not like that. God, not like that.
First
Not
of
like
all,
that.
take that back.
No, look.
Right.
Know
I know.
what I meant, okay? I'm not going to promise that I'm going to say everything right 100% of the time. That's not going to happen. But I'm trying, okay? I just want you to know, okay, that I am aware that I've hurt you. And I just want to help.
It's all right. I talked to you earlier, and I said my piece. It's fine. I admit, I don't trust easy, and I was starting to trust you, and I got hurt and burned, but it's all right. And
that is difficult to hear. It pains me that I had earned and lost your trust. As I say, I can't take it back. I'm aware what I've done.
good. And you won't do it again.
No, I won't. As I say, on your order, I'm here for you. I know that will be hard for you to believe, but
what I said earlier was true. I've never had the opportunity to be the good guy. I kill people. That's what I do. And I thought that these braces were a blessing, and for the first time ever, I would be part of something. And
you are. We all are.
I'm trying, and that is all I can ask of you. I confronted you earlier because it needed to be said. We were not acting as a group. The entire group was not acting as a group, and that needed to end.
It will.
I didn't say it to hurt people's feelings. I said it because it needed to change.
Andrea, I understand. You don't have to explain to me. You know, Kenna needed to say what she said. You needed to say what you said. Don't doubt yourself. You're a hell of a woman.
She looks a little taken aback, like she doesn't know what to think right now. Thank you. Thank you. Really. So we're going to Orzammar, and they're about to show up, and with the woman that I'm still like that on trusting.
You heard Razikale, though. She'd do it. You know she would.
I know, I told her to. That. Oh. I might have mentioned something to her yesterday.
It's fair.
Word. I might have told her that she was, not to be trusted, and Razikale promised that she'd kill her if I needed her to. So
that sounds very Razikale.
She is the greatest, yes.
If you don't mind me saying, though, we might not want to bring a darkspawn to Orzammar. Just off the top of my head, I can think of about 50 reasons why she'd be dead on sight.
That's fair. We would have to talk to the rest of the group as to whom we will be bringing, but yes, Razikale will probably have to stay behind. As
But
much
at
as
least-
it kills me, because she's the only person in this group that I 100% know that she has my back. So,
Yeah, trust me, it's as weird as this is to believe. I'm doing this for her safety. She's she makes me uncomfortable, much like you and Violetta, I suppose. But again, she has done nothing to wrong us. So I
I get that you're dwarf, and yeah, I get it. It's
yeah,
just I don't think Rosie is a darkspawn, and I think you should stop thinking of her that way. 'Cause
Rosie. Did you just call her Rosie?
shut up.
All right. Okay. Well, I am in your debt, so Rosie. Yes, Rosie can come with us anywhere, but just not to Orzammar.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. But no, I don't think she's a darkspawn, and I think you should stop calling her one, because she's obviously not like them. She doesn't carry the taint. She can talk. She's not the slave of some archdemon, and she's not a mindless killer. So she's something different and unique and beautiful, and we need to protect her.
We still don't know a lot about where she's come from.
I aim to figure that out.
I mean, we know that she said she's no longer hearing the calling, and that she despises the dark archdemon and the blight. But if she was created by this Black King, then there's more out there. And there seems to be some unfinished business on her part.
Yes, she said that she wants to find help for her people.
Mm-hmm.
And once we can break through the language barrier, I would like to ask her more about that and ask how to do so. But right now, it's really difficult.
Yeah. Well, what do you know? It's lucky we have Tevinter in the group.
Thank you.
You know what I mean. Jeez.
I do.
Sorry, oh, Jesus, by the stone.
Technically, I am of Ferelden, but
Really?
yes. But
Okay. My apologies. I
or
presume.
I think I'm a Ferelden. I don't know. My people move around a lot, but
Yeah, with dwarves, it's kind of simple. On the surface, not on the surface. You know, one's good, one's bad.
all right. And you're on the surface right now? Is that bad?
You know, it used to be. With King Kine, he's been very progressive, I have to say, and there's not so much stigma anymore about actually going to the surface. But before, yeah, I had to lie all the time. I was sick for a year. You know, sick. My buddy covered for me. And yeah, I just left to go on the surface for a year, came back and told everyone I was sick the whole year.
That's kind of exciting. and yes, but I like it. I approve.
Yes. I actually went to Minrathous briefly. My father worked there.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned your dad before. You said
Yeah.
you worked there.
Yeah.
How'd you like the old city?
It was vibrant. And you know, I did go to the provings there, and
Isn't it beautiful there?
it was magnificent. You know, you guys know your stuff. Anywhere else for provings, I would have thought they're probably not going to do it as good as the dwarves. But actually, Tevinter, maybe even better.
That's because it's all about the artistry of the entertainment. But when did you do this? Like, how many years ago?
Oh my. Been. I forgot out of character. Hold on.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Would you say it's within the last 5 years? Would you say within the last year?
It's definitely been the last 3 years, I think.
Okay, somewhere within. Yeah, so you can respond that with.
So okay, so yeah, 3 years ago.
I would have been there.
I must have just missed you. Wait, hang on. Are you Bolt of Judgment?
Yes.
I loved that move.
You saw me fight. Oh, that's cool.
You know, even when we were pouring out of the provings, everybody was still crying Bolt of Judgment. Phenomenal.
It's an exciting move.
I suppose I could ask you the same. How long were you in Tevinter?
12 years.
Ah. And then Ferelden before then?
Yes.
Ah.
In the circle.
Ah. That explains a few things.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't judge someone before you get to know them, right? I should listen to my own advice. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Would you go back?
To a circle? In a heartbeat.
Really? You
Yes.
wouldn't miss the freedom? Freedom.
I've never had freedom. At least in the circle, I was with my own kind, and I wasn't killing people every day. So, and there were people there to make sure that scary, bad things didn't happen. Yeah, in a heartbeat. The one thing that I've always wanted to do and I never could was have the harrowing done. So I would go back in a heartbeat, take the harrowing, protect myself some more, and live amongst my own people. Yes.
We have a Templar in the group.
Right, he's an initiate. He's not a full Templar.
Someone makes the connection finally. Only an initiate. I can't handle 3 mages, guys. Come on.
It's called graduating with honors. Roll with it.
Not with that attitude.
I feel a lot better with some powers right now.
I'd feel better if he had powers too. Yeah, no, he's not a full Templar. You can't do that. I doubt he's ever even seen a harrowing yet.
I don't know. I thought that was a crucial part of Templar training, from what I heard of it.
Yeah, but I mean, they have to do something. I assume out of character, because the Templars' lyrium use is really hush hush, right? So.
I mean, people know about it. People know that they take lyrium. It's not that hush hush.
Okay,
So.
well, in that case, I want to be he's an initiate, so I don't think he's, and
Delirium.
Delirium.
Yeah.
I think you need that to.
Yeah, I would actually presume Theo knows a lot about that because the dwarves supply
Yeah.
delirium to the
Yeah.
circles. So,
Yeah. And many of the black market lyrium trades is with Templars. You saw that in Origins.
Yeah.
They were trying to smuggling lyrium for the addicts, the
Yeah.
Templar addicts.
Yeah, I mean that's what his dad does. He sends lyrium
Yeah.
to Tevinter. So yeah, I presume that. So yeah, Theo would understand. He would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you need that, to do whatever they do, because I don't really know what the harrowing is. I just know it protects you from, becoming an abomination. So
Yeah, that'd be
something.
nice.
Yeah,
Maybe something, on the tick list.
it's on my to-do list.
Before we rejoin the others, I just want to ask, between us, has Cedric been alright to you? We both know how he feels about mages. I just want to make sure that he's been honourable.
Oh, yes. Cedric's what we need in the Templar Order. Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Good. Alright. Shall we move on?
Yes.
We'll, let's go save the dwarves.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Go. Power Rangers. He doesn't say that in character, but...
Busted.
So, you guys will now make your way to the Orzammar mirror, which is where Theobin, was before. And you will, if you want, you can activate the Illuvion from your end, and the Illuvion will open up. For simplicity's sake, I will let you know that the character selection screen will appear, and you get each mirror is different. So this one will allow you to select 3 characters.
That does not bode ill at all.
Each Illuvion has a different limitation, and this one in particular has 3. The one that is with Violetta's 2. So.
Actually, I see Rachel's point. Out of character, that means something really bad.
Well, I would like to obviously suggest we bring Connor, because the poor kid's been sitting here.
Agreed. Yeah. If for nothing else, because we've recruited him and just left him in the crossroads.
Yes.
Agreed.
Speaks first.
And we were talking about probably being good leaving Razi here.
Yes, I think it would be best for her safety.
Yes.
I mean, dwarves. There's been more trade amongst dwarves and humans since Kingkind's come into power, but trees, bears, and darkspawn are probably not on their favorite list.
I might argue that the bear would be useful if needed.
He would, yes. I mean, he would get some looks, but I'm not saying that we couldn't get away with it, I suppose. I mean, the main issue is that he's bigger than most of the dwarves there. So, a little bit intimidating, but we could probably... If we can get him through the White Spire, I suppose. Well, if we really saw a need to.
Would they just outright attack him, though?
That's what I'm concerned about. I can't say for sure if they would or wouldn't, but I'm not sure, Kenna, is the honest answer.
I don't understand the state of the dwarves in full, but would they not hold some? Would they not pause if the bear was a spiritual companion?
The only religion we know of is the stone. That's the only one we accept. Spirit would mean nothing to us there.
Very well.
Are they cool with Bereldins and their Mabaris?
I've never seen a Mabari in Orzammar before, but as I say, trade with humans has been encouraged. A lot of the dwarves that are still around are traditional, though, so there is a lot of opposition to Kingkind's more lenient policies.
I would prefer to bring him, but if you think he's going to be a danger at all, from your dwarven friends, not our enemies, then I would suggest we leave him here, because I don't want there to be an incident or anything. As much as it pains me.
No.
Very
I
well.
appreciate the sacrifice you'd be making, Kenna. Thank you. Would Hugh want to come with us? He asks Cedric.
Indeed.
Hugh is capable of making his own choices. I wouldn't mind if Hugh comes or not. He is a valued member of this team.
I know, I just presumed he'd defer to your judgment.
Hugh will pipe up and say, I believe it might be best to let others stretch their legs outside. I am fine with staying behind this time.
Alright.
Another time then.
Are we at all concerned about... Well, about Darkspawn? This is going to be Orzammar.
We are definitely concerned about bringing out... He stops himself. Bringing Razikale to...
She is well hidden. She's got a mask. They can't see her.
That is what I was about to suggest. And she then turns... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do we want to take the risk that she'd be murdered on sight if there were...
Can you smell a Darkspawn?
Yes.
She can see in the dark.
Since Razikale bathed in the lake, she doesn't give off an odor. Maybe she gave a foresty odor before, but since she took a bath, you wouldn't notice her necessarily unless you were like right up on her business. So
I can put perfume on her. I've got plenty.
I think we can pass her off as some Orlesian something.
How many dwarves honestly speak to Winter?
Not that many, I'll grant you.
Razikale.
yes, Queen. She bows.
The nickname causes her to grin. The bow's a little awkward, but okay. How familiar are you with the movements of the Darkspawn towards Orzammar?
The silent ones.
She says, not very many Darkspawn around Orzammar. Most of the Darkspawn around Kal-Sharak.
Which is where the Kata are, which is where the Anvil supposedly is.
And if we're going towards the Anvil, it might be very handy to have somebody who knows a lot about Darkspawn able to help us.
They are her enemy.
Kal-Sharak near to Winter.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
So if we're not staying in Orzammar, can we bring them here? I mean, if we're leaving. I'm confused.
We feel that it is in Razikale's and the group's best interest to bring her along, then I won't object. Merely thinking of her because, well, I don't need to explain to you all the history between dwarves and Darkspawn.
It is an honorable choice you make to protect. But the decision is one half hers. Well, the decision is fully hers. But your intents are noble.
Will I be able to see the home of the children of the stone?
You're suggesting we bring a tree into Orzammar. Interesting. I don't think that's ever been done ever.
As long as he'd be safe, I would not mind.
I prefer
Though
the tree than the Darkspawn. Or Razikale.
Well, if we're bringing a tree, I'm bringing my bear.
Yeah.
My concern with bringing you Owlet is I'm not that familiar with the workings of the dwarves. Out of character, I know that there's lots of lava about to happen. How much would Hadeserre know?
Roll a cunning. history.
That's a 12.
You're not sure. I would say no. You wouldn't know. Not with a 12.
Sounds good.
Don't worry, he says, don't worry, Hadeserre. I have Acorn to protect me.
Oh, of course. I have no objections.
Okay, so has a decision been made, Connor says? Myself and Esbjorn and the tree?
Is
Owlet.
Violetta okay with staying here?
I think instead of Owlet, maybe we should bring Violetta. It might be helpful to
I
have.
think Owlet would be fine.
I'm on pins and needles.
It's up to you, Violetta. I can either come aboard if you think my services would be more helpful, or if you think our Sylvan friend would be more helpful, that is fine by myself as well.
Well, we just, he wants to see it, so
Your magic is largely mental, yes? Violetta?
I wouldn't say that. My magic is not necessarily mental, it's more manipulating luck, I would say, or misfortune.
My thought is we're going against the Carter and possibly Darkspawn. And the Carter would be resistant to magic. And our Darkspawn, I mean, aside from very special cases, they seem to be mindless. So,
That is a good point.
My magic would be just as effective on Darkspawn as it would with any other creature, but I will
Okay.
admit to you that dwarves do have a natural resistance to magic. So yes, I would agree with you with there.
I'm not saying that you're not super useful. It's just I don't. In this particular case,
No, it's
The decision is yours, dear, she says. It matters to me not.
Playing hard to get, I see.
also, what are we doing here? Like, I know why we're here. I just don't know what our plan is once we get in.
well, we need to locate the Carter.
Man.
Oh
We
yes,
know.
you said something about a tunnel. Yes.
Yes.
And it's a good starting point.
Yeah. Happens to be in my buddy's shop. I'm sure he won't mind if we hop in.
Since, like, I don't recall any time, like, that you and I have worked out that Owlet's actually been seen in a fight. Would Hal have any insight as to what Owlet and Acorn can do?
Owlet is, you probably figure is a physical fighter. So he's like Shael in that he probably uses his fists a lot of bludgeoning damage. Acorn is more of the ranged version of his attack because Owlet can actually
Sure.
fly around, very mobile. You can
Right.
deduce what Acorn.
That's okay.
You can deduce what Acorn would do during a fight because they do both fight as a unit.
Sure.
Two of them together.
Am I just having a brain fart, or wasn't Acorn a girl last time?
Acorn is female.
Yes.
Okay.
Acorn
Oh,
is
good.
female.
Excellent.
I believe I've been referring to it as a female. If not, then that it is a female.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Another question we need to ask is how much attention do we want to draw to ourselves? Because
True.
you're right. We can dress up Razikale, stick some perfume on her, but we're not going to hide a tree.
Or a bear.
Everyone's going to know that we're here, and people are going to question why we're here and why we've brought the companions that we have.
Yes.
Well, maybe we should go straight to your king then. Get, like, I don't know, a badge saying we can go where we want because we've got important things to do.
As lenient as King Kine is, he might need a bit more information.
Connor, did you ever get the paper from your brother?
I did, he says, and he holds out the document.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
See, I can be useful. Connor says.
Oh. So we can definitely use that because
Okay.
they're like old mates. Yes, Kine
Yeah.
and yeah.
Technically, I guess it's my older brother being useful, not necessarily me, but he folds up the paper.
Well, we wouldn't have gotten it if it weren't for you.
Thanks, he says with a smile.
It doesn't. I mean, it helps as terms of permissions, but it would still draw attention. That's all I'm thinking. You know, it might still stir some kerfuffle.
This is your home. We will not know it as you do. Therefore, guide us.
We'll bring the bear and Owlet and Connor.
Okay. So, you guys will bring those 3 characters with you into the Orzammar mirror, and when you emerge, it is pitch black.
Oh god.
Pitch
Oh, wait,
black.
no.
The air is musty. You cannot see anything in front of you. It's pitch black.
That's fine. We were in a cupboard or something, weren't we? Like we were in some kind of small when Theo went through the mirror.
I didn't realize the children of the stone were so dark.
I can't see
Kenna-
anything. Can I light my
can you do
brazier?
something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can I light it?
Yes, easily, very easily. Roll a magic. I want to just for funsies. Roll a magic roll.
Surrounded
It doesn't
by
have to be very
dark
high.
Ah, that's a 12.
All right. Yes, I will say that you light a very bright light, such that it's probably the equivalent of a very bright lantern, and you find yourself in some sort of cavern, and you notice 2 things. One, so Theoben, you know that this is still the chamber where the Anvil of the Void was kept, and you notice 2 things. One, the door that you came through has been resealed, and 2, right in front of you, in the center of the room, is the Anvil of the Void.
What?
And we win. Good game, guys. Let's go home.
Well, let's back through the mirror then.
Congrats!
That was easier than I thought.
Okay. We don't
Bet
know
you didn't
where
expect that. Players didn't expect to see that. Nope.
Okay, we don't know where we are, like whether the mirror's been moved. So, does Theo recognize that it's the same place as when he went through the mirror?
It's dark, but you believe so. Connor is going to approach the anvil, and he says, "Isn't this what we're trying to get back?"
The Carter had it. Your brother showed me a vision of the Carter taking it.
I mean, I don't want to second guess my brother, so, interesting. Didn't expect that. The bear is kind of like walking around. It's the bear. Esbjörn is kind of exploring around the chamber, sniffing it. But other than that, Esbjörn's just hanging around Kenna. Other than that,
Is it hot? Has it been used? Is there traces of it being used?
Roll a. What would that be? I guess it would be magic. It really would be magic. This is a magical item. Roll a magic for me.
9.
You can't tell. Maybe somebody with better magic than you might be able to tell. You believe in your head.
Andrea,
Yeah, what's up?
we need to know if this anvil's been used. Would you be able to sense if it's a magical item and just
Is
has
it
it in
even
your
the right one? Could it be a copy?
I hope there's not more than one.
Maybe here. Let me check, I guess, and I'll roll a magic. Yeah, no, 13.
It's hard for you to tell. It's hard to tell. You don't
Wow.
think You don't think it's been used recently, and by recently, you don't think it's been used within the last week or so.
Okay.
You don't think it has.
I don't think so. I think at least not. I don't think within like the last week at the very least. I don't think so.
Should I check?
You want to?
Are you confident? Because I don't want to.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I'm very
You can check.
confident.
Connor can check.
I can definitely check too.
All right.
Yes, Cedric is so great.
Yeah, he's fine.
So Cedric got a 16. Connor got a 21.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Wow.
So Cedric, you don't believe that this thing has been used within the last month. Connor, when he examines, is that he says this thing hasn't been used within the last at least couple of years, maybe longer.
So
At least 2 or 3 years.
Probably back when Bronco was.
And you said that this was taken by the Carta?
yes.
Why would they steal something and not use it?
And then return it.
It's very weird.
And that's
To
is
protect
very
it.
weird.
I'm just gonna check. Theo's just gonna check that they are exactly where he remembered going. So can you try the door?
Yeah, you can try the door, but it's, again, sealed up with rocks.
So what were you gonna have me roll?
Sir.
I was going to roll a perception. Have you roll a perception to see if you can recognize this room.
Okay. Very weird.
I have a question on a character. The visions that Ray showed Hannah, can he see? I can't remember. Can he see the future or
I take it back, dice gods. Okay, I don't want bad rolls.
Maxies.
You don't know. What you do know is that the mirror shows Ray a vision, or shows Gwenelle a vision, and it's up to him to interpret what the mirror is meaning or saying. Okay. So you don't know.
So, knowing that, Kenna would say, could it be that he was showing you the future? Like maybe they're planning to take it?
I'm not sure if Theo would know much about the shard, would he? Like, whether or not it could or couldn't do that.
Well, Connor says, didn't you mention something about you actually not seeing the anvil here? So you saw it missing, right, Theobin? Connor says?
Yes, it wasn't here before.
So, I mean, unless it's getting stolen a second time, but...
The Illuvion was here. I walked towards it. I saw the anvil as it
was missing.
Yeah, I saw the anvil was missing as I was walking towards the Illuvion.
You saw the pedestal that the anvil was on.
Yeah.
The pedestal is still here, and the anvil is still here.
Mm-hmm.
But you clearly saw that the pedestal was there without the anvil before you walked into the Illuvion.
Something's not right. It's been taken. And we definitely know this is the anvil. Like, this isn't...
Yes, you believe that is the anvil. Yes. I'm assuming at some point Theobin would have seen it before they sealed it up into this chamber. So I'm sure you could be able to pick it out. It doesn't look like it's... Yeah, I mean... What do you guys do from here?
Well, we can't stay in the dark room forever.
Nope, we need to get out.
Did this used to be an opening?
Yes.
But it's sealed, but it's made of stone, yes?
Could you do your snot thing there?
Or maybe move the stone, possibly?
Or perhaps we can heat it up enough, the two of us, that we can move it out of our way.
We could try.
Okay, the two of you roll magic. Roll, please.
Are we going to be attacked upon going out of the chamber that holds the Anvil of the Void? Are there, like, guards who might kill us for this?
She's kind of staying silent on that one, waiting for Theo.
It's a valid concern.
Slowly
But-
draws weapon.
I'm not sure we can avoid that unless we want to stay stuck in here.
Well, melt the rock it is then.
All right.
All right.
You know, I'm known around this quarter. At the very least, they'll recognize me.
We'll let you
Roll
go
a-
first then.
Yes. Roll a magic roll if you're gonna do this.
Oh
Please,
my gosh.
please, dice cards, please.
All right.
Not terrible, not terrible. 11. Somebody's
All right.
gonna up that.
All right. So you guys will watch both Theobin and Hadeserre combine their bracers' powers. Their bracers glow red and green respectively, and then to your astonishment, the stone itself melts into magma, lava, melted rock, and enough of it is able to melt away. And are you guys going to just get it like melted out of the way so that it creates a doorway or an opening that you can at least crawl through?
Yeah,
Okay.
and not give Owlet any kind of burns.
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes.
avoid the tree.
Yes, yes. So it will melt away just enough for everyone, including Owlet, to at least crawl through.
Okay. All right.
And
What do we see when we get there?
you see a single dwarf carrying a tankard of ale. The way that he's moving, he looks a little drunk, and the dwarf looks
Not an
like
uncommon sight in Orzammar.
yes, the dwarf looks like this.
Yeah.
Aw,
it's
Yeah, buddy.
Janar's like squinting at you. You realize he's had a little bit too much to drink, and he's saying, "By the stone, I must be hearing things."
Have you had a bit too much of the old juice box?
Theobin?
You're dreaming, Jenna.
Theobin, Janar like shakes his head, and then he looks up and he says, "Theobin, I must have had too much to drink. You look like you're made of wood." And he's looking up towards Owlet when he says that. Owlet right now is standing there. Have you grown taller?
This is my friend, Jenna, the tree. Owlet.
Owlet.
Yeah.
Strange name. He'll hold up his tankard as if to say hi. "Greetings, child of the stone." And with that, the Janar says, "Yes, greetings, I suppose." And he takes another sip from his tankard.
No more of that, my friend. He takes it from Jenna.
Where have you been, Theobin? I've been looking all over for you.
I've been around. You know, here, there.
Well, you're missing out on the feast, he says. Why aren't you? I figured everybody from the merchant caste would be having the time of their life right now over at the castle.
Sorry, what? Feast? I haven't heard about a feast.
Oh, the feast, he says, that we're throwing for the human who was able to return the Anvil of the Void.
Really? What was his name?
What was his name? Durian, Celion, Sevion, something along those lines.
Oh no.
What is Hadeserre doing at this moment? Does she
If you
have
have
that?
watched, it's just a slow burn.
Theo's looking
Her
very kind of...
already dark countenance has gone very dark.
Hadeserre's body starts to ignite in fire right before your eyes. It doesn't look like Janar notices, and the tree kind of jumps away from Hadeserre at that moment.
I moved my bear.
Hallie,
Oh, Maker's breath, Connor says.
you're
She
on
tries to put
fire.
herself out. She's annoyed.
Hadeserre, you tried to pull yourself
Oh,
out, and
goodness.
the flames recede.
So it's probably an on-off, just, I'm gonna, oh god, no, fire, I'm gonna, no, fire.
I seem to be accompanied by very hot women.
He says, I think they're just starting to serve the main course, so I just stepped out a little bit to take a walk. But yeah, I guess your friends might be allowed in if you vouch for them.
Is he there? Sevion?
Of course he is. He's the man of the hour.
Okay then.
Who is
She
this?
starts pacing.
Well, you're not going anywhere, my friend. You're coming with us because I don't know what's going on. I haven't been around, and you're going to help me figure it out.
Okay, but let me take a leak first, if you don't mind. He says as he steps.
Can you make it by yourself?
I'll just do it over here by this tree.
No,
He
you
says as he
won't. Back away from the tree. It's not for pissing.
Okay. He kind of hobbles a little bit,
and it's bear. That's fine though. The bear.
Excuse me.
I'm just kidding.
It's at that point that Janar falls over and he collapses, and he's unconscious.
Why do I have friends? Theo gets onto his knees, get him up.
Well, this is a bit unexpected, Connor says.
Who is this Sevion?
Yes, who is this Sevion?
Hadeserre, no fire.
Actually gives her a little more fire.
Yeah. She's sort of got the Hades with her hair, with the Hades. Or Lumiere, however you want to see it.
Yeah.
Hades,
I guess
no.
I should have put on my Sevion shoes then.
Yeah. You're wearing his merchandise.
Hallie, you all right?
I'm not all right.
All right. What's going on?
Sevian Hannock. Okay.
You can do it.
Pace.
Hadeserre's scaring me, Connor says. I don't think I've ever seen her like this. She's normally so collected and...
Yeah.
Connor's kind of backing away a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to say, just stay back.
Yeah.
He's gonna back up towards Cedric.
I recommend deep breaths.
Yes. Oh.
You were on a beautiful beach.
Okay. Several years ago,